Hi, I'm Molly Monks, a licensed insolvency practitioner at Parker Walsh, and I wanted to discuss a case that we've dealt with recently because it does highlight that even sort of the most secure of businesses do face upheaval such as losing a large client and can face liquidation, but from that the business can still survive. So in this instance, the company had a good business model. At its peak, it hired, I think, around about 20 employees, and it did have year after year solid high turnover. Then, like most businesses, it can face, difficulties. It did lose one of its major clients, which, drastically reduced the turnover. And then that was combined at the same time with an increase in costs. So it really struggled and it got into arrears with HMRC. Now, the company going forward was making a profit, and the directors did as much as they could in regards to altering, the business model and, trying to reduce its costs whilst trying to gain other work. But unfortunately, although it was profitable, it wasn't making enough profit to sort out the arrears. So they took advice from me as a licensed insolvency practitioner, and I spent a lot of time with the directors and with the company going through their company records. So essentially, we did a 12-month cash flow forecast, and we did different scenarios within that forecast to see what the next 12 months would look like. And we also looked at its current balance sheet, its profit and loss sheet, and just sitting with the directors and talking about what it is they wanted. Now, they had come to me very early on. The longer you leave it, the less options you have, but the director had come to me. Now, the arrears were too substantial for a CVA arrangement, which is a formal repayment plan, and a pre-pack administration just wasn't applicable. So the company did enter into liquidation, and we helped the director obviously with that process, and we put it into liquidation. Now, liquidation is normally a terminal procedure. Essentially, I always describe it as, making the staff redundant, turning off the lights and going home. But with this company, there was a viable business there. And later on, the director did set up again. When the company goes to liquidation, a director is not automatically banned from setting up another limited company. There's no disqualification there. So he could set up again. There were rules around employing the staff again, which I went through with him. And there's also rules about using a similar sounding name. So again, we advised him on that and all the other rules that apply, so that the new business was set up in the correct manner, and that the new business was on a solid footing going forward, and that business today is still going. So it's absolutely vital that if you are struggling, you seek advice from a licensed insolvency practitioner like myself. And if the company does go into liquidation, it doesn't have to be the complete and utter end. Speak to your insolvency practitioner. And just say, look, in the future, I might want to set up again because I think, there's something there. I think it can work. Make sure you're open and transparent with your wishes in regards to this, because I can then advise you on the best way to do it, because there are rules around it, but it can be done. You just need to know what the rules are and get that advice. So if you are struggling and you just want to know about what the future could look like, just get in touch. We're more than happy to help. Okay, thank you.